Now, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome one of the top marching bands in the nation, our award-winning Pride of Mill Creek Marching Band. Your Pride of Mill Creek is led by Head Band Director Tina Christensen and Assistant Band Director Nolan Clark. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand if you're able. Remove your hats. As we have the privilege tonight of having your Mill Creek High School Chorus joined by the Osborne Middle School Chorus in honoring America with the singing of our national anthem. Again, that's your Mill Creek High School Chorus, joined by the Osborne Middle School Chorus. Great job tonight in honoring America with the singing of our national anthem. Your officials for tonight's game come to us from the Multi-County Football Officials Association. Your referee is Chris Tarquino. The umpire is Tim Cotton. Headline judge Daryl Wright. The line judge Ron Crawford. Field judge is Tim Hines. Side judge Sean Brinkley. Electronic clock operator is Dwayne Wilson. And the play clock operator is Laurel Lambert. Take a look at your starters for the Hawks tonight on the defensive side of the ball. Defensive line, 32 is Donington Walters. 95 in the middle of the defensive line, Devin Ankrum, and number 88, Miles Gindelsberger. Linebackers, 87 is DQ Forkpop. Number 5 is Bryce Conway, 4 is Josh Anglin, and number 11 is Luke Metz. Secondary tonight for the Hawks. Number 13 is Sean Cummings, 8 is Justin Content. Number 1 is Jaden Patterson, and number 3 is Trajan Greco. On the offensive side of the ball tonight, the wide receivers, number 8, Justin Content. Number 1 is Jaden Patterson. Across the offensive line, 51 is Jax Murphy. Aiden Banfield is 68. At center is number 67, Arturo Garcia. 54 is Jeremiah Sheen. And 71 is Abraham Blanco. Backfield tonight for the Hawks. At quarterback, starting is number 16, Shane Throgmartin. In the backfield, 88 is Miles Gindelsberger, and number 2, Cam Robinson. Number 3 is Trajan Greco, and his tight end is 87, DQ Forkpop. And looking at special teams, your handling kicking duties tonight is 85, Brady Lane. Your snapper is 24, Braden Walters. Holder for field goals and point afters, number 18, Trey Walker. Returning punts, Trajan Greco. He's also returning kicks along with number 1, Jaden Patterson. It's the 8th meeting between Archer and Mill Creek all time. Hawks are 4-3 versus the Tigers. Hawks are 2-1 here at Markham Field and 2-2 at Archer. The Hawks have played Archer twice in the playoffs and are 1-1. The snap from last week's win over Norcross. Jaden Patterson blocked an extra point. That was his 6th career block. That's a new career record for Mill Creek. Breaking the tie he had with Zakai Wimby, Edmund Graham, and Chris Boggs. here this evening at the Best Buddies annual tailgate party. Our 52 students who participated in the Gwinnett County Special Olympics last year received their varsity athletic letter. Returning to a full event schedule, our students participated in bocce, track and field, soccer, floor hockey skills, basketball skills, team basketball, tennis skills, and bowling. We also had 6 athletes attend the state games. Please congratulate these athletes, their parents, teachers, and paraprofessionals on giving their brave attempt. As they stand up, let's give them a big hand. Go Hawks! Hey, a quick look at the standings in the region. Got Mill Creek on top, 2-0. Buford's also 2-0. Central Gwinnett is 2-0.
The first day of September can only mean one thing. Football is back. Welcome to Markham Field for 19 years, home of your state champion Mill Creek Hawks, who tonight welcome the Archer Tigers on Friday Night Lights. Hi everyone, Will Jackson alongside Omar Barjona Ruiz, and we could not be more excited to welcome you back for another year of Mill Creek Athletics here on the Mill Creek Network.
Well, thanks, Will. It's great to be here. We have what should be a fantastic matchup between the Tigers and the Hawks. Archer, of course, losing last week to North Gwinnett 28-16, the very team that Mill Creek beat in the Crooked Kill 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't even close. What can we expect from today from Mill Creek?
Well, I think a lot is riding on the play of the new quarterback from Mill Creek, Shane Throgmartin. The junior has big shoes to fill after the departure of Hayden Clark last year. However, he doesn't need to come out and be Patrick Mahomes. He just needs to be a game manager and show some progress. He's only thrown 25 passes this season, well, because he hasn't had to. Much due to a stacked offensive line led by the University of North Carolina commit Aiden Banfield. This alliance helped Mill Creek amass over 300 yards rushing last week against a very good Norcross team. That will be the key to victory for Mill Creek tonight. Can that offensive line hold together against Archer?
Well, it's almost that time. Will Mill Creek take care of business and reestablish themselves as one of the top teams in Georgia? Let's find out. Kickoff is coming up right after this.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network. We're getting set for the first game of the season, at least the first one that'll be live. Last week, Mill Creek defeated Norcross here at home with over 300 rushing yards. Final score for that game was 27-13 in a game that Cam Robinson averaged over 7 yards per carry. He has 200 yards on the season.
Captains meeting at midfield.
Captains tonight for Mill Creek
Tigers
are 10-58, 50, and 53.
William Wallace, number 12 is Kendall Lee.
That's DeMarco Lauer, Roman Luna, Jeremiah Sheen,
Brandon Johnson Jr. and 64 is Emmanuel Young. Captains tonight for the Hawks, number 10 is Markham.
and Preston Smith are your captains tonight.
Luna, 53 is Jeremiah Sheen, and 58 is Preston Smith.
While the coin toss is taking place, your Hawks are making it their way through the youth teams. Again, big crowd tonight.
And here come the Tigers. They take the field here at Markham Field, ready to match up with your state champion Hawks. And here come your state champion Mill Creek Hawks, led out by the cheerleading squad. And we are just about set to do battle on Friday night.
Just a reminder, as you're getting settled in your seats, and we're getting ready for kickoff. The Georgia High School Association and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanctioned events.
Archer will receive first, moving from right to left. Mill Creek will get the ball to start the second half. We are just moments away from getting started. After Jacob Ulrich's departure, handling the kicking duties tonight for Mill Creek is actually the principal's son, Brady Lane. Junior kicker for Mill Creek.
Archer won the toss and going to receive the opening kickoff tonight.
Hawks come into tonight 2-0 after a 49-14 victory in the Corky Kill versus North Gwinnett and a 27-13 victory versus Norcross here last week. As for Archer, they come in tonight 1-1 with a victory in week 1 versus North Forsyth 35-16 and then a loss last week to North Gwinnett 28-16. Lane will tee it up at the 40. Mill Creek looking to take care of business tonight.
Your kickoff is soon to come.
The opening kickoff for the Tigers.
And we are underway on the Mill Creek Network. That's taken by Stafford, and it'll be a touchback. Sophomore wide receiver for Archer. Archer will take it first at their own 20. Starting tonight on defense for Mill Creek, at defensive end number 32, Donington Walters. Defensive tackle number 95, Devin Ankrum, and number 88, Miles Gendelsberger. At linebacker, number 87, DQ Forkpa, number 5, Bryce Conway, number 4, Josh Englund, and number 11, Luke Metz. In the secondary, number 1, Jaden Patterson, number 8, Justin Content, number 3, Trajan Greco, and number 13, Sean Cummings. First and 10, it'll be a run up the middle. That'll be McRae for Archer. It'll be a short gain up to the 22. Second and 8. Tigers moving with some urgency. Going no huddle. And we'll get a flag. Offsides called against Mill Creek. That'll make it second down and 3. Ball currently sits on the Archer 27. And that is incomplete off the pass from Doe. Sophomore quarterback Jordan Doe starting tonight for Archer.
Third down for the Tigers.
Third down and 3. Doe is looking to keep it, makes a nice move inside, and he'll get tackled. But we do have a flag down, and we'll see what that is.
2 on the carry. Ready to check the flag on the play.
He'll be marked down at the 31. Pending the flag, should be a first down for Archer. Called an illegal formation against the Tigers. That'll back him up 5.
Remains third down for the Tigers.
Just before
Archer takes their first time out of the half.
we got the first timeout right as the play clock was about to expire for Archer. That'll be the first time out of the half. Just a little over a minute into the game, Archer calls their first timeout of the half. As far as stats go, Jordan Dew, currently on the season, is 38 of 72 for 395 yards. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a quarterback rating of 76. His number 1 receiver so far is Stafford, number 4, with 18 catches for 198 yards on the season. Pressured in the backfield, he'll just get it away.
And that will be incomplete.
Pressure there by your Hawks defensive line. That's DQ Forkpa in the backfield. Breaking up that play. 4th down for the Tigers. They'll send out their punt unit. Trajan Greco will be handling the return duties tonight for Mill Creek on both punts and kickoffs. He currently stands at his own 47.
Drops back to receive punt from Wallace.
There's the punt.
It's taken in at the 49, and it'll be a fair catch, and that's where the Hawks will start on offense.
That's where the Hawks have it first down at 10. Gives us a great opportunity to thank the following big board sponsors. Bowman, Custom One LLC, Kidney Castration, Law Firm
And let's meet the Hawks offense. Starting at quarterback, number 16, Shane Throgmartin. Your running backs tonight are number 2, Cameron Robinson, and number 3, Trajan Greco. The fullback is number 88, Miles Gendelsberger. Tight end, DQ Forkpa. Wide receivers, number 1, Jaden Patterson, and number 8, Justin Content. Across the offensive line, left tackle is Abraham Blanco. Left guard, Jeremiah Sheen, number 52. At center, number 67, Artero Garcia. Right guard, that's labeled backwards. My apologies, folks. Left guard is Aiden Banfield, and left tackle is Jax Murphy.
Hearts Basket League Greco.
Greco with the reception from Throgmartin on first down. Many people just tuning in for the first time will be surprised to see number 2 is not Caleb Downs. He's currently at Alabama. The 5-star number 1 safety in the class of 2023 was a big part of what made this Hawks team able to win the state championship last year. However, Cam Robinson is a very good player in his own right. Has multiple D1 offers. Second down for the Hawks. Robinson with the carry up the middle, and he's got a first down for Mill Creek inside the 40. They'll call him down at the 38-yard line of the Tigers.
Mill Creek Hawks are now in safe territory.
First and 10 from the Tigers 38. Throgmartin gets it to Robinson. Robinson trying to turn the corner on the near side, and he'll get inside the 35 before he's brought down. Tackle made that time by Justin Robinson of the Tigers. They'll mark him down at the 32. That'll bring up second down. Second and 4 for the Hawks. That's Patterson in motion. He'll get the carry, take it inside, and he's got a first down for Mill Creek to the 25-yard line. Hawks driving early on. 8:46 to go in the first quarter.
6 yards and a first down.
On first down, that's Content with the reception on the far sideline, inside the 20. Second and 3 for Mill Creek at the Tigers' 18-yard line. Hawks can get a first down at the 15. Patterson and Greco to the near side. Throgmartin looking to throw. His first pass of the day. He's got pressure. He'll get it to Greco. Greco cuts it inside. Makes a nice spin move around the Archer defender. Breaking tackles. And he is devoured. Swallowed up inside the 15. But he's got a first down. First down at the 13. However, we've got a penalty against the Hawks. An ineligible receiver downfield. Second and 8 now. Throgmartin looking to throw again. He'll give it right back to Greco, who makes a catch on the inside. And he'll be brought down inside the 20. call him down at about the 17-yard line. To bring up 3rd and short from Mill Creek. Hawks opening possession.
That'll be on the 17-yard line. Let's go, Hawks.
Timeout, Mill Creek.
Mill Creek takes their first time out of the half with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Rapids want to thank the following big board sponsors.
Free Chapel, Bubba 33, Richetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, Arby's, Prime Vansel B&B Mall of Georgia Dentistry, Advanced Urology, and Papa Jack's Country Kitchen. Thank you for supporting Mill Creek football.
They're down and 2 now following the Mill Creek timeout. See what Throgmorton and the offense have drawn up. Opening possession for the Hawks. Robinson in the backfield. We've got a flag on the play as Robinson will get the first down, but this is likely coming back as Forkpur ran onto the field a little bit late. And we should have what's an illegal substitution here. It'll back him up to 3rd and 7. Promising drive from Mill Creek's been slowed down a little bit by penalties here. Throgmorton with 5 wide on 3rd down from the 22. Robinson in motion. They'll get it to Patterson. Patterson cuts outside, breaks a tackle, and he's going to scamper into the end zone for the Mill Creek touchdown.
First touchdown of the game for Mill Creek.
First of what should be many in this game. They'll send out Lane for the extra point. Preston Smith to snap. Trey Walker to hold for Lane. And we've got another flag on the play. False start against Mill Creek. That'll back him up 5 yards. This time, the Mill Creek Network and Mill Creek Football would like to thank the following sponsors: Hamilton Mill Golf Club, Buffaloes of Hamilton Mill, and People's Bank and Trust. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek Football. Lane on again to attempt the extra point. Following the Patterson touchdown. The kick is up.
And that is good.
And it's good. That was Throgmorton's 4th touchdown pass of the season. Reminder that coming into this game, he had only thrown 25 total passes. Lane on for the kickoff. Back deep is Fisher and Stafford for Archer.
Here's the kick and touchback.
Lane's second kick of the night sails in the end zone. It'll be touchback again. Archer Tigers take over first and 10.
That's been a common sight for Mill Creek fans the past few years, as we've had a long line of very good kickers coming out of this school. First with Trace Butcher, then Jacob Ulrich took his spot, and now Brady Lane looks to continue the legacy of good kickers and punters coming out of the Hawks High School. Second drive for Archer coming up. What are we looking for from this Tigers offense this drive?
So far, they need to get ahead right now. They're behind by 1 drive, and Mill Creek's been doing good so far offensively. We got to see how they can do more action on the Archer side. So more to see on the Mill Creek Network.
Bunch receivers to the bottom of your screen. And we've got another pre-snap penalty against Mill Creek. It'll be another offsides call.
Offside on the Hawks.
That'll be their 5th pre-snap penalty of the night already. And a reminder that we are only a little over 5 minutes into this game. Coach Lovelady cannot be happy right now with the amount of undisciplined penalties we've seen so far. Run to the far side for Archer.
Fisher takes the direct snap. Lawler comes up and makes a big hit for the Hawks. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down for Archer.
Second and 4 for the Tigers from their own 26-yard line. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen for Duke. Puts a man in motion. He'll get the carry, and he'll take it up the middle.
On the field.
Stafford takes the toss.
That was Stafford with the carry. And we've got a false start against the Tigers. Make that an illegal formation.
Penalty on Archer. Back him up 5 yards.
Second down now. Due to throw, and he'll overshoot his man up the far sideline.
Incomplete.
Falls incomplete.
Bring up 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down for the Tigers.
3rd down and 9 for Archer.
That is Stafford in motion. Dew looking to throw. He escapes pressure up the middle, and he will be swallowed up by Josh Anglin. Bring up 4th down, and Archer will punt. Greco stands at his own 48, ready to receive the kick. Nearly was blocked by DQ Forkpa. Greco will pick it up, and he'll just run out of bounds along the near side. Call it first down at the 47. That is where your Hawks will take over with their second drive with 4:40 to go in this first quarter. You're watching Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network, and we'd like to thank some sponsors. Chili's of Hamilton Mill, All Pro Carts, and Balfour. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek football. First down for Mill Creek. Throgmorton takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle to Robinson, who is shugging forward, but he'll get tackled by Kendall Lee, the senior linebacker for the Tigers. Second down and 9 from the 48 of Mill Creek. Greco and Lawler to the top of the screen. Throgmorton will give to Robinson again. Robinson cuts inside. Make that outside on the near side. And he'll get brought down, but he makes it into Tigers territory. Combined tackle there by Russell Richmond. And Trent Mapp of the Tigers. Third and 4 from the Tigers 47. Throgmorton puts Greco in motion with Robinson standing next to him. He's looking to throw. He gets it over the head of the defender, and that is brought in by Luke Metz.
And that'll be first down.
Got that over the head of Emmanuel McRae. First down for Mill Creek at the 35-yard line of the Tigers. Throgmorton looking to throw. He'll fire it over the middle to Greco, who pulls it in inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for Mill Creek. Diving catch for Greco. What a play for the Hawks. First and goal from the 8-yard line for Mill Creek. Hawks bring in their heavy package, Miles Gendelsberger. Extra tight end. Robinson stands next to Throgmorton. They'll give to Robinson. Robinson cuts to the near side, and he is going to be wrapped up. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Tackle made that time by Lee and Jones combined there for the Archer Tigers. Second down and goal. 2 minutes, 25 seconds and counting to go in this first quarter. Hawks lead 7-0 over the visiting Tigers. Robinson, of course, had 20 touchdowns for the Hawks last season. Bloomed into a star for this team and was one of the big reasons that got us to the championship. Second and goal. Throgmorton looking to throw, fires to the back corner of the end zone, and that is pulled in for the touchdown. Greco. What a play. He caught the ball to get them inside the 10, and he'll get the touchdown for Mill Creek.
13-0, Mill Creek Archer.
That is Greco's third receiving touchdown of the season, as he has been just the receiving threat that this team needed to replace the likes of Mikhail Wood and Brendan Jenkins. Lane on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up.
And it's good.
Hawks lead 14-0 with 1:47 to go in this first quarter. At this time, we'd like to thank a few more Mill Creek football sponsors. Hamilton Mill Family Complete Care, Hamilton Mill Car Wash and Auto Spa, and Infinity Wealth Management Group. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek football and the Mill Creek Network. Hawks kickoff unit back out on the field, ready to boot it away to the Tigers.
They are lining up for the kickoff.
Yeah, and Lane's going to kick it away. Taken at the 1. That is Stafford.
And
He'll get it along the far sideline, out to the 40 of the Tigers. Tackled by Lane, the kicker. He'll save the return for the Hawks. And the Tigers are going offense 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Now Archer to start on their 3rd drive of the game so far. Let's see what kind of pressure they can apply to Mill Creek's defense. The pass, and it is out of bounds.
Second and 5 for Archer now. Duke with 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. He'll put his receiver in motion. It'll be a give up the middle, and there's a nice play by your Hawks defense for a tackle for loss. It's a combination of your Hawks defensive line in there with the penetration.
Under 2 minutes left on the clock for this first quarter.
Walters amongst others in there for your Hawks defense. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 as we approach 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. From their own 44-yard line. Dew will send his back in motion. He'll drop back. Looking to go deep. He's got a man open. And that is going to be a touchdown for the Lions.
Touchdown.
As Stafford beats Greco. And he'll scamper into the end zone. It's a 56-yard touchdown bomb from Jordan Dew to Jonathan Stafford, the sophomore wide receiver. And just like that, the Tigers are right back in this football game.
With less than a minute left, Archer just scored a touchdown. Let's see what they can do now.
They're lining up to go for 2. Bit of a wonky play there. See what the ref is calling. It'll be a Mill Creek timeout. They'll be their 2nd timeout of this first half.
Mill Creek football would like to extend a special thanks to our loyal supporters at 12 Stone Church, New Leaf Landscaping, and Victory Church. Thank you for supporting Mill Creek football.
It's youth night here at Mill Creek Community Stadium. Before the game, members of all the youth football teams and cheerleading squads were recognized in front of the Markham Field faithful and all of your Hawks fans. It's the same weird formation for Archer. Let's see what happens with it. Following the Mill Creek timeout, Archer's going for 2. They'll move into heavy formation, and now they'll go for the extra point.
And
extra point is up, and it is good.
That'll make it 14-7. 14 Mill Creek, 7 Archer.
Santos' extra point is good for the Tigers. 48 seconds to go in this first quarter. Well, in this first quarter, we've seen no shortage of explosive plays. It's been a good one.
Yes. Archer needs to get a little bit of a head start here, but Mill Creek's been doing good so far. Got to see what else can happen. It's only the first quarter so far, so 3 more quarters to go.
Robinson and Smith back to receive the kickoff for the Hawks.
Archer to kick off to Mill Creek.
Jackson Dandy to kick off for Archer.
Santos to kick off for the Tigers. Greco back deep to receive. This will be taken in by Content. Make that Robinson. Robinson will get out past the 20. And that is where the Mill Creek offense will start their third possession, the 22-yard line. As the sun sets here at Markham Field, we are approaching the second quarter. We're glad you're with us here on the Mill Creek Network's first stream of the season of Friday Night Lights. Hawks currently lead 14-7 as Throgmorton in the offense gets set to go. See if they lean a little bit more on the run game this drive. Like we mentioned in the opener, last week this offense combined for over 300 rushing yards throughout all their running backs. It'll be Throgmorton with 5 wide to start. Greco in motion. He'll look and throw to Patterson. Patterson gets a block, gets a first down.
He's going.
Stumbles a little bit and gets out across near the 40-yard line. They'll call him down at the 38, but a first down for Mill Creek. Throgmorton. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Robinson stands next to him. Robinson, of course, in the offseason changed his number to 2 from 20. And we've got false start against Mill Creek. Back him up 5 yards. First and 15, give to Robinson up the middle, makes a cut, and he is going to be brought down. The Tigers defense swarms him there, and he'll be stopped just past the original line of scrimmage at the 39. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. As we approach the end of this first quarter, see if the Hawks decide to run one more play. Doesn't look like they're going to. They'll be content to run this first quarter out. And that'll bring us to the end of the first. It's your Hawks 14, visiting Archer Tigers 7. You're watching Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter right after this.
dodging G.
Welcome back on the Mill Creek Network. So far, we've gone through one quarter. Now, Mill Creek's ball, and he's going, and first down.
Greco is number 3.
He's the, what is he?
Wide receiver. Yeah, he's wide receiver and cornerback. Throgmartin is 16, the quarterback. Just look on here. Look at for like highlighted players. Always look for Throgmartin, number 16. He's the quarterback. First and 10 is a give to Robinson up the far side. He's got blockers, and he'll get near the first down as he's into Tigers territory, inside the 45. They'll call him down at the Tigers' 43-yard line. Bring up a second and short for the Hawks.
43-yard line. Second down and 2 for the Hawks.
And there's a flag on the field.
Tigers jump offside. Got to move it up 5 yards. Give the Hawks a first down.
Try to watch out there. You can see it a lot clearer.
Offsides on against Archer. Mill Creek first and 10. He's going, and he keeps on going. And he'll make it on to the 26 or 7.
All the way up to the 27-yard line. That's a first down, Hawks.
It's kind of like you want to talk before the play as well, so like right now is when you should be talking.
First down again for Mill Creek. Already through 30 yards. And Mill Creek's getting set. Running back's got it, and it'll be a tackle on the 25.
Smith with the carry there. Gets a short gain to the 25-yard line of the Tigers. And that's something we need to see more from Mill Creek as this game progresses, utilizing their versatile running backs in multiple different ways. You've got the speed and the elusiveness from Robinson, and then you've got ground and pound guys such as Smith. Get you those short yardage plays. Robinson, content in motion.
And
We've got a flag on the play. Incomplete from Throgmartin. Illegal shift against the Hawks. And that's becoming a recurring theme here, and not a good one from these Hawks.
quite a lot of penalties tonight.
Currently, the Hawks have 7 penalties, and we are barely a minute into the second quarter. Might be something Lovelady talks to the guys about halftime. We've seen multiple pre-snap penalties, whether it be offsides, false starts, or just illegal shifts. 7 penalties for 35 yards against the Hawks. 3 for 15 against the Tigers. Second down and 13 now. Ball sits at the Archer 30. 10:22 to go in this first half. Throgmorton with Robinson. He'll motion Greco to the top of your screen.
And
He drops back.
Ooh.
Escapes the pressure, rolling to the right, and he's going to go deep to the end zone. That is Greco with the touchdown. Greco with his second touchdown in this first half. And it's another bomb.
That'll make
He had a
the
spectacular
score.
catch in the first quarter, and he follows it up with a 30-yard touchdown reception to put the Hawks back up by 2 scores.
That'll make the score 20-7. Mill Creek Archer.
Lane on to kick the extra point for Mill Creek.
The snap, and the kick is good. That'll make it 14-7. 14 Mill Creek Hawks, 7 Archer Tigers. And Mill Creek will kick it off back to Archer. Brady Lane with the kickoff.
Well, I mentioned in the opener that we just needed to see some development from Throgmorton. Well, I'd call this development. Those 2 touchdown passes were right on the money, right in the breadbasket of Greco. One of them a spectacular catch, and the other one a fantastic throw on the run. And when you're throwing it like that, who needs to rely on the run game?
And here's Lane with the kick. And that'll be a touchback for Archer.
That'll bring them out. They'll start at their own 20. First and 10 for the Tigers. Once again, facing a 2-score deficit. Mill Creek just got to be a little bit more careful about those big plays this time, as they let Stafford get a little bit loose in the secondary on the last drive. Caught that 56-yard touchdown. Fisher will start in the backfield for the Tigers. They'll put Stafford in motion. It'll be a give to Fisher, and he'll be wrapped up by your Hawks defensive line. Combined effort there.
And that'll be second down for Archer.
We'll give the credit to Conway.
That'll make it second and 11 with a tackle by Mill Creek High School.
Second and 11. Conway, and the Hawks defense is going to get there.
And there's a flag on
However,
field.
it is caught. Dew was just able to get it away to his wide receiver, Isaac Mitchell. We do have a flag on the play, though. It's going to be a face mask as Anglin was coming around the corner. Nearly got to Dew.
That's a big penalty right there. Face mask.
Oh, it's against the Tigers. Surprise there. A little bit of a break for Mill Creek. They had the sack in their grasps But a nice athletic play to get rid of it by Dew as he was being dragged to the ground. 9:22 to go in this second quarter. Tigers facing a 2nd and a mile. Ball currently sits on about the 10-yard line. Reminder that the Tigers need to get to their own 30. 2nd and 21. That is Fisher in the backfield again. That ball is tipped and is it intercepted? No, they'll call it incomplete.
Pass tipped by Conway.
Conway with the tip there.
Nearly picked up. Ball's incomplete.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 21.
Long for Archer.
Lots of pressure on Archer so far. 3rd and 21 going to the second quarter. 9 minutes on the clock.
Reminder, coming up at halftime, stick around to watch the Pride of Mill Creek Marching Band perform their 2023 show as that ball is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Intended for Will Wallace, the senior wide receiver.
That'll be 4th and 21.
Incomplete pressure on pass balls incomplete brings up 4th down for Archer.
Punt is away. Greco stands at the 44. That's where he'll take the punt.
He's running.
Cuts it to the
somewhere
far
on
side.
30.
And like Omar said, he'll get it to about the 30-yard line. Call it the 32 of the Tigers. The 32 is where the Hawks will take possession, already inside Archer territory.
32-yard line.
Mill Creek has possession of the ball once again on the 32. Now Throgmorton, ooh.
Throgmorton falls on the loose ball. Good send by Matt.
Throgmorton falls on that play. That'll be 2nd and 13 for the Mill Creek Hawks.
8:32 to go in this first half. Ball currently sits on the Archer 35. Throckmorton gives to Robinson.
And he's running it. Oh, past the original line of scrimmage.
Robinson on the carry. Extra hop. Picks up a few yards.
Brings up 3rd down for the Hawks.
That'll make it again. 3rd and 10.
Throgmorton to throw. He'll get it underneath. That is Patterson, who's got a first down inside the 15, down near the 10. Tripped up on his way to the end zone.
That is a
Call
great
it-
pass.
Call it the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mill Creek Hawks.
And the win makes the tackle. That is first down Hawks at the 11-yard line.
11 yards to go for Mill Creek.
Throgmorton with Robinson standing behind him. Quarterback keeper up the middle inside the 5. And he's down at the 2.
You had yourself a low snap on that one, but Throgmorton made through the play.
We do have a penalty marker down. We'll check on that. That'll be a hold against Mill Creek. .7:32 to go in this first half. Ball sits on the 21 of the Tigers following the hold against the Hawks.
That was a big push for Mill Creek. We got to see how they can recover from this.
And an interesting one here. We saw this a lot with Caleb Downs, but we've got Trajan Greco taking snaps. He'll give to Robinson. Robinson takes it to the far side. We've got another penalty marker down as Robinson gets back inside the 20. We've got a face mask against the Tigers. That'll move the Hawks up.
This will help the Hawks after a great push.
First down from the 14. .13 yards to go for the first down. Hawks can get a first down at the 1. It's a direct snap up the middle. That is Greco. He'll get near the first down yard line. Looks to be down at about the 3.
Second and short for the Hawks.
Worth noting that Throgmorton went out there for a couple plays. That's why they had Greco in the Wildcat. Throgmorton now with Robinson standing next to him.
And
It'll be a give to Robinson up the middle, and he is in for the Mill Creek touchdown.
That'll make it 27-7.
Right over the block of Jeremiah Sheen, and that's a touchdown, Hawks.
Robinson with his second rushing touchdown of the season.
Sheen pancakes his defensive player. It's a big hole for Robinson.
Like we mentioned, Robinson averaging over 7 yards a carry on the season.
And Lane to kick. Here it is, and it'll be good. That'll make it 28-7. 28 Mill Creek Hawks, 7 Archer.
Thank the following big board sponsors. Hot Work, Scott McKenzie DMD, Alicia Strickland Realty, B-Tan, El Mocha Jetty Canteen and Grill, Hamilton Mill Golf Club, and Aiken Sport of Winder. Thank you for the support of Mill Creek football.
Archer to receive once again, and Mill Creek to kick it off.
After the Robinson touchdown, it's Lane to kick off. He'll tee it up at his own 40 and get ready to boot it away to the Tigers. Hawks lead 28-7 with 6:10 to go in this first half. Each team has 2 timeouts left.
Here comes Lane, and there's the kick.
Sailing towards the end zone, and it'll be another touchback.
Sails into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Archer will have it First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it'll be for Archer, first and 10 on the 20.
And we'll go ahead and thank some more Mill Creek football sponsors. Hayes Family, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep. People's Bank and Trust, Papa Jack's Country Kitchen, and Zaxby's of Hamilton Mill. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek football and the Mill Creek Network. For those of you just joining us, you're watching Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network. It's the Archer Tigers and the Mill Creek Hawks. Archer's fifth drive of the game. First and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw. That is caught along the near sideline, and out of bounds goes Stafford.
That'll make it second and 2. And now with the pass, and it'll be thrown to the 33. First down on Archer. Archer right now on their 33. And the pass.
That one hauled in by Stafford again. Sophomore running back. Ball be spotted at the Archer 39-yard line as we wind towards 5.5 to go in this first half. Duke looking to throw.
Ooh, he's getting pushed back.
Outside the pocket, and he'll throw it.
And that'll be out of bounds.
Incomplete.
Content on the coverage.
Third and 5 now for the Tigers. Duke roll into the near side. And he'll
an incomplete pass.
tuck that right at the feet of his receiver. That is Michael. Number 6 for the Tigers. Brings up.
That'll make it 4th and 5th.
Another good stand by your Hawks defense brings up 4th down for Archer.
Tigers punting unit out there now. Back deep. That's Greco. Ready to receive the punt for the Hawks. They'll let it roll inside the 30. And it'll be down at about the 25. And that is where the Hawks will go back on offense.
What is the 6th drive now?
Use an opportunity to thank the following big board sponsors: Infinity Wealth Financial Management Group,
Champion Roofing, Booth Automotive, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram.
Hamilton Mill Family Complete
We'll go on to the Hawks once again on their next offensive drive.
Zaxby's. Thank you for the support of Mill
Last year, the Mill Creek Hawks made GHSA history with both the most points ever scored by a team in a 7A state championship and the most points ever scored in a state championship in general when they beat the Carrollton Trojans by a score of 70-35, winning the school's first varsity football state championship. Robinson was a big help in that effort, and speaking of Robinson, he'll get the carry for a gain of 1 out to the 26-yard line.
2nd and 9.
As we wind inside, 5 minutes to go. I'd like to remind you to stick around at halftime for the Pride of Mill Creek Marching Band performing their show for the year. We'll see the Archer Marching Band in action as well. That's all coming up live on the Mill Creek Network. Second and 9 now for Throgmorton and the Hawks offense. It'll be another give to Robinson up the middle. He breaks one tackle but is tripped up right about the 30-yard line.
Robinson on carry, trip up the line of scrimmage. Map on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Hawks.
Trent Mapp, the senior defensive lineman, number 90 for the Tigers, in there on that tackle.
Concession stand.
That'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Mill Creek Hawks.
Tackle Watson, Archer Marching Band, and your pride of Mill Creek during their halftime performance.
Throgmorton, 4 receiver set. Robinson in the backfield. Robinson goes out wide, and that is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Intended for Daniel Smith.
Martin's attempt for Smith falls incomplete.
And that'll make it 4th and 5.
The first 4th down tonight for the Hawks.
Lane on to punt. Ooh. Lane just got absolutely destroyed after he got that punt away. And they'll draw a flag. That was Kanan Edwards running into Lane there. Drew the flag for Mill Creek. Should be a roughing penalty. Hawks offense will go back out there after the roughing the kicker penalty. Hawks will get a chance after the drive stalled. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45. For those of you just joining us, little game scoring recap from Mill Creek. 2 passing touchdowns so far for Throgmorton. We have had a rushing touchdown for Robinson.
By Jones.
Throgmorton's pass incomplete on that play. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 3:17 to go in this first half.
We're on the Hawks 45. 2nd and 10, Mill Creek Hawks.
2nd and
Martin
10.
with the ball.
That is Greco with the reception. He'll take it into Tigers territory. Call it a gain of about 6 on the play.
That'll make it 3rd down.
Quickly brought down by Larry Joseph.
Following the penalty against Archer, it'll be a 1st and 10 at the Tigers' 44-yard line for the Hawks offense. Throgmorton gives it to Robinson. Robinson cuts inside.
And he makes it around the 40.
To the 39-yard line is where Robinson will get before he's tackled.
That'll make it 2nd down for the Mill Creek Hawks.
Game 5 on play brings up 2nd and 5 for the Hawks.
Throgmorton drops back. He has a man on the far sideline. And out of bounds. That is Smith with the reception. near the first down marker. Gain of 8 on the play and a first down for the Hawks offense. Inside the 35 to the 33 is where the ball lies. Three receivers to the near side, one to the top of your screen. Robinson stands next to Throgmorton. Throgmorton drops back again.
Ooh, he went far.
Robinson with the reception out of the backfield. Right to the 30-yard line is where he'll go out of bounds. And in the process, he took out a cameraman. Second down now from the 30. Throgmorton with 5 wide. He'll throw to the near side. That's Greco with another catch. He'll get spun around trying to get out of the tackle, but will not escape. He'll get inside the 25, though.
That'll make it third down.
Brought down on the play by Amari Jones, senior defensive back for the Tigers. First down, Throgmorton with 5 wide once again. Well, we can officially throw everything I said in the intro out the window, as it's been a lot of Throgmorton throwing tonight. Even with the strong running game we saw last week, over 300 yards up the middle. That is a brutal hit by the Tigers defense. Metz with the catch, but he got leveled. That was Kanan Edwards with the hit on Smith.
Comes from the defense.
Metz. Make that Metz. Metz will draw the flag as well. First and goal for Mill Creek. Ball sits at the 4-yard line. First and goal. Robinson next to Throgmorton. It'll be a give to Robinson up the middle, and he's powering forward, and he's in for the Mill Creek touchdown. Touchdown, Cam Robinson, his second of the night. And the Hawks are running away with it in this first half with 1 minute to go.
Here comes Lane with the kick. Here's the snap, the kick, and it's good. That'll make it 35. Mill Creek 7, Archer.
1 minute left in the half. It's Mill Creek 35.
Just under a minute in the second half. Get ready for halftime. We'll have the marching band for Mill Creek, the pride of Mill Creek. Here on the Mill Creek Network.
If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on what's happening here at Mill Creek High School, and be sure to catch any and all live streamings for sporting events, fine arts, and more. All of that brought to you here on the Mill Creek Network. This is Friday Night Lights, Week 3 of the GHSA 2023 high school football season.
We've got less than a minute left. Mill Creek will kick it back to Archer. Brady Lane as the kicker for Mill Creek. He's getting ready. Here comes Brady Lane with the kick. And Archer receives it right around the end zone. And they'll get him around the 20.
That is Stafford with the return. Out to the 22, which is where the Hawks defense will come out. Tigers offense, 1st and 10.
Turns up to 23-yard line.
.54 seconds to go in this first half. Doe with 5
Get the
wide
ball.
receivers, and his receiver just fell down after the catch. That was Stafford.
That'll be a loss. 2nd. Second and 15.
Clock winding towards 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the far hash, it's the Tigers. 2nd and 15. 20 seconds to go.
Pass,
And there is Stafford again with a catch on the far side.
Pass completes Stafford.
Gets it back out near the 25. Call it the 23-yard line.
Down and 8 for Archer.
3rd and 8 for Archer. 16 seconds on the clock.
It's a run up the middle for the Tigers.
And they've got him.
Josh England makes the tackle.
Anglin with the tackle. And that should take us to halftime. And indeed it will. Clock strikes 0 on the first half. And the score is Mill Creek 35, Archer 7. Dominant first half for the Hawks, thanks in part to 2 Trajan Greco touchdowns from your quarterback Shane Throgmorton. We'll catch you for the second half, but for now, we'll take a break. Coming up, it'll be the Pride of Mill Creek Marching Band and the Archer Marching Bands as they take to the field to perform their halftime shows. Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Lights will return in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
the Archer High School Marching Band. Good evening, everyone. Please welcome to the field the award-winning Pride of Mill Creek Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Tina Christensen and Nolan Clark. Staff members include Dr. John Seibert, Trevor Barber, and Libby Fleck, with Cesar Moncada, Reese Mosley, Naj Shuey, and Bryant Lee. The field direction is now provided by drum majors Ava Holman, Taylor Figures, and Savannah Evans. The 2023 competition show is entitled Sun and Moon and features the music of Edward Creed, the Broadway musical Miss Saigon, Moonlight Sonata, and Pink Floyd. We wish to thank our medallion sponsors, Rounded Engineering Services, El Centinela at Flowery Branch, and Giro City Greek House. And now, drum majors, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, in partial performance of their 2023 performance show Sun and Moon, the Mill Creek High School Marching Band, the Pride of Mill Creek. the Middle Creek High School Marching Band, the pride of Mill Creek.
Welcome back to the start of the second half of Friday Night Lights here on the Mill Creek Network. Will Jackson alongside my broadcast team, and we are ready for what should be an interesting second half. Maybe we'll get to see some of the Hawks' backups and second stringers in the game as they currently lead the visiting Archer Tigers 35-7. We saw 2 passing touchdowns by junior quarterback Shane Throgmartin. We saw 2 rushing touchdowns by senior running back Cam Robinson. And overall, while it was a sloppy first half in terms of penalties for Mill Creek, it was a pretty dominant one. We had 1 big play touchdown from Archer. Other than that, it's been all Hawks on that side of the ball. Their defense came to play tonight. As far as some halftime stats, Mill Creek has 16 attempts for 63 yards as far as rushing wise. Passing, Shane has gone 19 for 21 for 225 yards, 3 touchdowns. As far as receiving wise, Greco, 8 catches for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. As well as Patterson, 3 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Mill Creek will get the ball first to start the second half. It is Smith. And what looks to be like Content back deep to receive. For Mill Creek.
We are just about to start the second half of this game. Stay tuned on the Mill Creek Network. Mill Creek to receive. Archer to kick off. The ball's teed up.
Total offensive yards for Mill Creek, 285, averaging 7.7 yards per play. Total of 5 touchdowns scored. Brady went 5 for 5 on extra points as well.
Here comes the kick. And Mill Creek's got it on the 10.
That is
and
Content.
20. Past the 30. 35. Can he make it to the 40?
Mill Creek will get it first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Mill Creek had 15 first downs in the first half compared to Archer's 1. As far as penalties, Mill Creek with 8 for 45, all of them coming in some sort of pre-snap, whether it be false starts, offsides, illegal formations, and more. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, they went 8 penalties for 53 yards.
And Mill Creek is ready to start off this half.
Throgmartin throws on first down. That pass is caught, but his receiver slips out across the 45-yard line. That is Walker.
A little short of the first down.
Second down and 3. Just about 30 seconds into this third quarter.
Mill Creek's on the 45. And Throgmartin's got the ball. And there seems to be a penalty.
False start against Mill Creek. Be their 9th pre-snap penalty of the night.
That'll put him back at the 40. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hawks testing their receiver depth right now as you've got Collins Fawn as well as Sean Cummings on the field for Mill Creek, along with Trey Walker. Numbers 12, 13, and 18 in that order. All of them to the near side. Lined up with Robinson in the backfield.
Throgmartin's got the ball. Throws it.
That is caught by Walker.
Walker on the reception. Quick tackle by Joseph.
Out to the 46. They'll get the penalty yardage back.
Third down and 2 for the Hawks.
And that'll be 3rd and 2. Here comes the snap. Oh, he's got the ball. Right on the middle. And that'll be first.
Robinson gets the carry. Out to the 49 with a first down from Mill Creek.
Hit right line of scrimmage and drives forward for a first down for the Hawks.
Interesting play right there.
Smith on the carry. Check the flag on the field.
Flag on the play as Smith gets the carry for Mill Creek.
What will the officials say?
Just about 2.5 minutes into this third quarter.
That was holding on the offense.
Going to be holding on Mill Creek.
That'll put him back on the 42.
Throgmorton looking to throw.
Ball, lobs it.
That is
Off the 50.
Walker
Oh, going to
out
the 40.
into Tiger territory. Inside the 40-yard line. Call him down right at the 40, actually. But it's a first down for the Hawks.
It's a first down for the Hawks. Walker on the reception.
Okay, throws it to the running back.
We've got another penalty marker down.
Vaughn on the reception. Flag on the play.
Seems like we're saying that every other play now. We got a flag. As it was Fawn with the catch.
Okay. He's got the ball on the 42. First down for Mill Creek.
It looks like Throgmorton might have gotten him there. Those couple Tigers jumped off sides.
Another penalty on the defense. It'll be on the 38 now. 37.
Throgmorton looking to throw, and it is batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was Emmanuel McRae in there.
Aggressive play there by Archer.
McRae with the penetration up the middle. Bats down the Throgmorton pass.
That'll be 2nd and 7. The ball stays on the 37. Throgmorton gets the ball. He throws it.
That is Smith. Smith cuts to the outside and gets down near the 30, inside the 35.
Reception. Chippus makes the tackle. It's up close to the first down marker. Third down and 3 for the Hawks.
This will be 3rd and 3 for Mill Creek. They got the ball on the 32. And it seems... Okay.
Throgmorton with 2 receivers to each side. He's got Robinson in the backfield. Throws it over the middle, and that is incomplete.
It'll be 4th and 2. Will the Hawks go for it? Or will they go for a field goal?
Intended for Pengel on the play. Lane on to attempt the field goal after the Hawks drive stalls inside the 35. .49-yard attempt for Lane.
Is this their first attempt? And
Smith to snap. Kick is up. And it's no good.
It's no good.
49 yards on the attempt.
It'll be 49 for Archer. Sorry, it'll be 32 for Archer.
First and 10.
Archer has the ball now.
Ball lies at the 20. Hawks defense back on the field. 7:26 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
And
Ooh,
there's a
they
nice
sack
tackle
him.
for loss. That was Walters getting the penetration for Mill Creek.
In to make the tackle.
Tackle made on Stafford there, the running back. Big loss on the play, back near the 15-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Tigers.
2nd and 15 on the 15. And there's a flag on the play.
We've got a false start against the Tigers.
Gotta
And
push him back more.
they are heading in the wrong direction here. 2nd and 20. From the 10-yard line of the Tigers now. Jordan Doe, sophomore quarterback. And the Tigers offense just trying to see if they can get something. Doe's got pressure all over him, but he'll get it away to his safety valve, who will get a couple yards out towards the 13, 12-yard line. Walters with the tackle.
Walters makes the tackle.
That'll make it 3rd and 18. Archer.
I believe that was McRae with the catch.
3rd and 18 for the Tigers.
We're almost halfway through the quarter now. Ooh, and he's running
Jordan,
he's running through.
Doe
And it seems like it
is
could
going
be
to
a
get brought
loss.
down after a gain of 1.
King Joseph Edwards on the tackle.
Joseph Edwards
Brings up 4th down
with
for
the tackle. 4th down and 17.
It'll be 4th and 17. Seems Archer is going to be forced to make a punt.
We've got DeMarco Lawler back now to return the kick. Hawks not wanting to risk their star Greco anymore.
Here comes the
Kick
kick.
is away. Lauer calls for the fair catch. Nearly dropped it, but he'll bring it in at the 35.
right at the 35-yard line where the Hawks will have it 1st and 10.
It'll be a short drive for Mill Creek today.
Gives us a great opportunity to thank the following big board sponsors. Aikens Ford Winder, Hamilton Mill Golf Club.
At this time, the Mill Creek Network would like to recognize some of their sponsors. Balfour, Brian M. Maloney Insurance, Buffaloes of Hamilton Mill, and All Pro Cards. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek football and the Mill Creek Network.
Here come the Hawks offense, ready to make some plays. The 35, 1st and 10.
Throgmorton.
Strongmark
Robinson
passes
gets
it.
the carry, cuts it to the near side
30.
with a block inside the 20, and he trips up inside the 20.
Makes it to the 15. That'll be a 20-yard game. 1st down. First down for the Hawks.
Robinson tripped up inside the 20. Down
16
at
yards to go
the
to the end zone.
1st and 10. Hawks at the 16-yard line of Archer. Smith in the backfield.
Another passing.
And Smith is going to get wrapped up for a loss.
Smith on the carry.
Tackle made there by Donovan Cambliss.
No gain on the play brings up 2nd down for the Hawks.
That'll be 2nd and 11.
Shambliss with the tackle there. 2nd and 11. 4:17 to go in this quarter. Throgmorton. Smith in the backfield again.
Here comes the snap.
Mets in motion. Smith gets the carry inside the 10, cuts to the far side,
First
and he's
down.
tripped up inside the 5.
1st and goal, Mill Creek.
All the way down to this 5-yard line. Will be 1st and goal for the Hawks.
5 yards to go for Mill Creek.
It's 1st and goal with 3:50 to go. In this 3rd quarter, the Hawks lead over the visiting Archer Tigers by a score of 35-7. If you're just joining us, 3 Throgmorton passing touchdowns, 1 to Patterson, 2 to Greco, and 2 Cam Robinson rushing touchdowns are the reason the Hawks lead by 28 right now. Throgmorton to throw to the corner of the end zone, and it is going to be hauled in for the touchdown.
Touchdown,
Hawks.
Mill
That is Collins Fawn.
41-7.
Collins Fawn with the touchdown. 4 passing touchdowns on the night for Throgmorton. Carter Jackson now in to kick the extra point. First varsity action for the freshman kicker.
Here he goes.
Kick
and
is up.
It's good.
And it's good.
That'll make it 42-7.
My little brother makes his first varsity extra point.
Mill Creek leads
That's my brother.
42-7. 3 minutes 22 on the 3rd quarter. Mill Creek leads. Here comes Archer, once again to kick it off to Mill Creek. Sorry, Mill Creek to kick it off to Archer.
Jackson on to kickoff now. Appears Brady Lane's done for the night.
Carter Jackson in to kick off for the Hawks.
Kick is away. Fielded at the 29. And out of bounds on the far sideline after a short return. That's where the Tigers will take over.
Here we go. Ball is on the 35. 1st and 10, Archer.
It's 42, by the way. Yes, it is. 1st and 10 for Archer. 3:18 to go in this quarter. Jordan Dew still in there.
Okay.
It'll be a run to the far side.
He's running it down, and that seems like it's going to be a gain of 6 yards. That'll be
Roman Luna.
2nd and 3.
Help from Walters makes the tackle. That was McRae with the carry.
2nd and 3 on the 42, Archer to go.
And that is nearly intercepted, batted up in the air. But unfortunately, the Hawks are unable to capitalize.
3rd and 3 now.
That was Waller with the pass breakup.
Archer in possession right now.
It's 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
Archer's got the opportunity right now to make it past the 50.
Duke puts his receiver in
Here's the
motion.
snap.
Rolling to the near side, looking to throw. And he's tipped. What a play
Incomplete.
by the Hawks defense.
That'll make it
That was
4.
Sean Cummings to get his hand on it.
That'll make it 4 and 3.
Cummings going vertical there, getting up in the air, tipping that right at the last second. And it'll force the punt for the Tigers. We got a timeout by Mill Creek. It'll be their first of the half with 2:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. And we'll take this opportunity to thank some of Mill Creek's sponsors. Hotworks, Infinity Wealth Management Group, People's Bank and Trust, and Hamilton Mill Car Wash and Auto Spa. Thank you for your support of Mill Creek football and the Mill Creek Network.
So far, Mill Creek's called 3 timeouts, 2 in the first half, and 1 right now. Archer has only 1 timeout called, which was in the first half. More to see here on the Mill Creek Network.
Scoring recap for Mill Creek. 4 passing touchdowns from Shane Throgmartin. 2 to Greco, 1 to Patterson, and 1 to Collins Vaughn just a few moments ago. Carter Jackson, the backup kicker, got his first varsity action tonight. Made the extra point after the Vaughn touchdown. So far we've seen no turnovers by either team. Hawks lead 42-7. 2:39 to go.
Seems like they're going for it.
4th down, they'll go for it. And speaking of no sacks, there's one right there for the Hawks defense.
That'll be a turnover.
That is Eli Richards with the sack.
Now Mill Creek's got possession of the ball on the 35. On the 38.
We mentioned in the opener the Hawks needed to come in tonight and take care of business, and that's exactly what they've done to this point.
Mill Creek has an opportunity to outscore the Crooked Kale game, which was a score of 49. Here comes Mill Creek with the ball.
Throgmorton still in at quarterback for Mill Creek. It'll be a give to Smith.
He's going
Up
set.
the middle. First down for Mill Creek. Smith churning those legs to get inside the 30. It'll be right at the marker. We'll see if they give him the first down. They will. First down for Mill Creek. Ball lies at the 28 of the Tigers.
First and 10 for Mill Creek on the 28.
Throgmorton
Snap.
fumbles the snap
Ooh,
and
fumbles.
I
Archer
believe
seems to have caught it.
I believe Archer fell on it there.
Jones falls on the loose ball.
Mari Jones, the senior defensive back for the Tigers, falls on the ball there, and it'll be the first turnover of the night. Archer will get it back with 1:57 to go in the third.
We've got less than 2 minutes left on the clock in this quarter. We've got to see what Mill Creek and Archer can do with this time. Oh, and they got him.
Dude got
Ooh,
decked as he let go of that
incomplete.
one, and it's incomplete.
They got the Archer quarterback,
Dude shaken up after that a little bit.
but still incomplete, deep in the field. It'll be second and 10 on the 31. Second and 10 on the 31 for Archer.
Man in motion for the Tigers. It'll be a run up the middle, and he is going to go nowhere. Dragged down by your Hawks defensive line.
Loss of yards.
Ethan Bogham,
Luna on the tackle.
along with Luna in there for the
That'll
Hawks.
be third and 11. Mill Creek pushed it back to the 30. So far, one turnover each team.
Third and 11 now for Archer. Dew looking to throw. He's got a man on the near side, and that is broken
Ooh,
up.
That is incomplete.
Came on Bolden with the pass breakup there. It'll bring up
That'll make it 4 and 11.
1 minute to go in the third quarter. Hawks still lead 42-7. Archer will bring out their punt unit.
Brings a fourth down for Archer.
And the punt.
That punt is muffed
Oh,
and scooped up by the Tigers.
Mill Creek shot some slippery hands today.
DeMarco Lawler muffs that punt. And Emmanuel Young jumps on it there for the Tigers. Hawks defense will go right back out there. Back-to-back turnovers for the Hawks.
Loose hands for Mill Creek. Last two turnovers. 50 seconds left on the clock. Archer has the ball on the 45. Clock's ticking now.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter. It'll be just a dump off screen. And he'll get a few yards. That was McRae.
Nathan Waters makes the tackle.
Waters makes the reception, or the tackle, make that.
That'll be 2nd and 8 on the 43 for Archer.
Ball on the 43 of Mill Creek. Just the second time today the Tigers have been in Mill Creek territory.
Archer's got
Do
the
looking to
ball.
throw.
Lots of
He's got pressure coming off the edge.
And he's running. Ooh, makes it past the 30. And they get him somewhere near the 24. And that is time in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter here of Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network. The score is Mill Creek 42, Archer Tigers 7. Don't go anywhere. We've got the 4th quarter coming your way in just a few moments. You're watching Friday Night Lights on the Mill Creek Network, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the start of the 4th quarter here on the Mill Creek Network. It's Friday Night Lights. It's the Mill Creek Hawks and the Archer Tigers. Mill Creek leads 42-7 over the visiting Tigers. And we'll go ahead and let you know that the Hawks are off next week, but they'll be back here at home on September 15th, facing off with the Cedar Grove Saints. Should be an exciting matchup, so if you're able to, be sure to come out to Markham Field to support your Hawks. Start the 4th quarter now. It's a 1st and 10, and incomplete. Going for the end zone was due.
It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 23. Archer has the ball.
Overshoots his receiver just a little bit there.
That was the first play of the 4th quarter. Let's see what Archer's got.
Injury substitution for the Tigers. Dune out on 2nd and 10 from the Mill Creek 23.
And
it'll be a
goes
give.
out on the middle.
Give up the middle, goes nowhere.
64, yeah.
McRae with the carry.
Jones on the
That'll be
Eli Richards makes the tackle for the Hawks. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down for Archer.
Richards with the tackle
that'll
for
be
the
3rd and
Hawks.
10. No yards so far. That's incomplete. 4th and 10. Archer is in field goal territory.
Fourth and 10 from the Mill Creek 23. 5 receivers wide. Do
And
looking
they're
to
going
throw.
for
He's
it.
got pressure. He's throwing towards the end zone, and it is
He does not make
incomplete.
it. That is turnover.
Intended for
Archer.
Stafford.
So far, just in this half,
Cummings
there's
on the
been 4
coverage.
turnovers, 2 apiece.
It's a turnover on downs, but it doesn't go down as an official turnover.
Oh.
Turnovers are only interceptions and fumbles. Hawks back on offense now. First time of this quarter. 9:20 to go in the game. Clock winding towards 9 minutes to go in the quarter and the game.
Milkers with the ball.
Wait, who is that? DJ Calloway in at quarterback now for Mill Creek.
Natural injury takes the handoff from Callaway. 54 on the play brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Hawks.
Hawks are putting in all their backups. It's time to see what the Mill Creek depth looks like. Ball on the 27 now for a 2nd and 6.
Team's got the ball. He's going. Possibly 0 yards.
Natural injury on the carry.
Hatchell Van Dree on the carry.
That'll be 3rd and 3. Mill Creek Hawks.
I'll let you do the rest. Have the rosters. I'll do kind of the sign.
36. DJ Calloway gives it to Caleb Harley.
Caleb Harley on the carry.
I knew my true call was to be a lamb.
It's going to be 4th down for the Hawks.
4th and 8.
That's 89.
7 minutes on the quarter left.
Gross. Shouldn't they be getting Carter practice though? Shouldn't they be getting the Carter?
Here comes the kick.
Carter's better than that. I thought Carter was working on running too though. Show everybody. Show all 3 phases. Kickoff once.
Mill Creek returns it to Archer.
Clock winding towards 6 minutes to go in the game. Archer back on offense now.
Ball on the 30. 1st and 10 for Archer. Jordan Doe. That'll be 2nd and 4. Doe's got it, passes it, and he's going. Number 50, Mill Creek with a tackle. Roman Luna. 5 minutes left in the quarter. And incomplete. That'll be 2nd and 10.
Pass ball's incomplete. Evans back on the cover to the box.
Jordan Doe overthrows it for an incomplete pass. And they've got him 1 yard before the line of scrimmage.
Waters on the tackle.
That'll be
No game of play brings up 3rd down for Archer.
that'll be 3rd and 10. The Tigers are getting ready right now. Here's the snap. Doe's got it. He's going back. Throws it. And that was out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 11 now for Archer. Less than 3 minutes left in the game. Ooh.
It's time over football left bank our big sponsors. Zaxby's. Buffalo's Cafe. People's Bank and Trust. Helping your family cook their Dr. Glassman. Hayes Automotive. Scott Charles Deep and Ryan.
We've got about two minutes left in the quarter. Clock's ticking now. Quarterback, Cannon Kiley. Ooh. And that'll be a loss of yards. And that'll be on the 31. 2nd and 13. And he takes a knee. We've got 40 seconds left on the clock.
One more knee should just about do it for this game. Your Hawks are going to exit tonight victorious by a score of 42-7 over the visiting Archer Tigers. Your Hawks move to 3-0 on the season. 4 touchdown passes from Shane Throgmartin to lead the way, along with
Another
2
kneel.
from Cam Robinson. And that'll just about do it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Mill Creek Network's presentation of Friday Night Lights. Be sure to check us out again in 2 weeks' time, September 15th. The Cedar Grove Saints come to Markham Field. Should be a good action. And thank you to all
And
of Mill
that'll be
Creek's
the game.
support sponsors, and thank you all so much for watching. Will Jackson alongside the rest of my broadcast crew. I'll be back for certain events throughout the season, but for now I leave the Mill Creek Network in good hands with our new broadcast team taking over this year. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure calling these games the past 3 years. Look forward to do a few more. But for now, have a great rest of your Friday night. Thank you for watching. Mill Creek Network signing off.